your eyewitness weather forecast.
And 6:10 exactly is now the time on your early Thursday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking snow, cold conditions, and some tricky travel as we end the work weekend, head into the weekend as well. It's a holiday weekend for many of you also. Let's take a look, first of all, though, at downtown Utica, where we're dealing with a few snow showers in the area. Otherwise, a lot of clouds. 19 degrees. Visibility is limited to 6 miles. Winds coming in out of the west at 14, adding quite a bite to the air, making it feel like 6 degrees, and that tells me that we'll end up below zero before long, even as we head into the overnight hours. The areas up toward the north are not far from that for those feels like values, but actual temperatures are running around 10 to 15 degrees, more like 15 to 20 degrees from the valley down toward the south at this present time. And unfortunately, we don't see much relief as we head through our Friday, with winds out of the west and southwest will only recover to the upper teens up north, low to mid 20s from the valley on toward the south, and that is considered well below average for this time of year. Our average high still running right around 32 degrees even for January 16th, tomorrow's date. We are seeing a lot of clouds over most of the area and some light to occasionally moderate snow showers. Some of that down toward Madison County, stretching in toward Onondaga County, where there was a pretty significant pileup on Interstate 81 earlier this afternoon between Lafayette and Tully, and weather may have been a factor in that. But as we head through the overnight hours, it'll shift its way off toward the north. The reason for that is because we've got an area of low pressure, and around that, the surface winds are counterclockwise. So we're seeing winds out of the northwest right now. Our next system building in back toward the west, and that'll be with us for Friday night and for the start of the weekend on Saturday. So we've got winter weather advisories for northern Herkimer, Hamilton counties only until 7 p.m. this evening, so less than an hour from right now. Madison, Oneida counties, it goes through 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for more accumulating snow, and then Lewis, Jefferson, Oswego counties as well. You do have a winter storm warning through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning as well. So the travel impact generally tomorrow will be low. It'll just be cold out there. There will be a lot of clouds. Can't rule out a stray or spotty snow shower. The next best travel impact day will be on Saturday with snow, especially as we head through the afternoon when it's steadier and heavier. And then we'll have the possibility of a few snow showers on Sunday and Monday as well, as the storm system tracks off toward the east. So we'll see snow showers and cold temperatures during the overnight hours, light to occasionally moderate in nature, as you've seen on the radar. Winds out of the west-northwest, though, making it feel like well below zero as we head through the overnight hours. As far as additional accumulation now through 7 a.m., a couple of areas may see as much as 2 to 4, possibly 6 inches in a couple of locations. And then we'll pick up our future cast tomorrow night in through Saturday, and we'll see some more clouds and some more snow showers at times, especially late morning into the early afternoon. Some of those could be squalls that could be heavy at times. As far as accumulation from, again, 7 a.m. on Friday through 7 a.m. Saturday, most of us seeing a dusting to 2 inches, but there could be a couple of locations up toward the north that do see as much as 2 to 4. That's before that next system moves through on Saturday. Saturday is also a bit milder briefly, around 36 degrees for much of next week, though. We'll struggle to get out of the teens and 20s, much colder, and we will see snow shower chances continuing next week as well. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
10:17 is now the time on your late Thursday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking snow, some cold weather, and some tricky travel at times as we head through the next couple of days. Let's first start off with a look at our almanac for the day. You might think that 37 definitely didn't feel like 37 most of the day, and you'd be right. That's because that 37 occurred shortly after midnight, and that's 5 degrees above average, and that 14 is occurring right now. So temperatures dropped pretty steadily throughout the day, and obviously not anywhere near the records of 68 or minus 24 from 1995, although some of us will have wind chills that are pretty close to minus 24 during the overnight hours. We also did have a little under a third of an inch of precipitation, that being rain and the liquid equivalent of any snowfall out there. And our sunset is at 4:55. It continues to get later and later. We haven't seen much sun, though. 14 degrees right now in downtown Utica with a few snow showers showers in the area. Visibility limited to 6 miles. However, with the winds out of the west at 15, it already feels like -1. So that's what you're going to be waking up to tomorrow morning. Single and even double digits both above and below zero. And temperatures, unfortunately, won't make much of a recovery during the afternoon. We'll have winds out of the west tomorrow at around 10 to 20. So even though temperatures will be in the teens and 20s, it'll feel like the single digits and teens through most of the day. So you'll definitely want to make sure that you are prepared for that, and same for your pets as well. Over the last hour on our radar, we've got some snow, light to occasionally moderate snow from the Utica area off toward the west. Some of that's pinwheeling its way from the eastern portion of Oswego County and soon to be over Oneida Lake and western portions of Madison and Oneida counties as we go through time. So the reason for that is because of an area of low pressure that is moving up toward the north and east, up through Canada, portions of New England, and the flow around it is counterclockwise. So for us, that's a northwesterly wind, and of course that is coming off the big lake right now. And then we've got another piece of energy off toward the west, and that's what's going to be triggering some more snow showers, some flurries, and even some squalls at times for tomorrow night and through Saturday. We'll get to that coming up in just a second, but we do have still a winter weather advisory for just Madison and Oneida counties through 1 p.m. tomorrow. We previously did have a winter storm warning for Lewis County that has been allowed to expire a little bit early. So that's some good news for you. But regardless, we will be seeing some travel impacts as we head through Saturday with that next storm system that I just told you about moving through. And even some snow showers possible for both Sunday and Monday. Friday's travel looks okay. It'll just be cold most of the time and can't rule out an isolated or spotty snow shower out there, even though it's a little bit underdone on this particular model. We all know that the conditions are favorable with winds out of the west-northwest and Lake Ontario right there. And again, that west-northwesterly wind making the teens and 20s feel like the single digits and teens through most of the day tomorrow. We'll see increasing clouds tomorrow night into the evening hours, and then by 7, 8, 9 o'clock, that next system starts to move through. Additional accumulation tonight through Friday, only looking like a coating to an inch for most of us before we start to see that next system move through. And that's part of the 7-day forecast as well. And that does include some milder temperatures as we head through Saturday. Unfortunately, it doesn't last long. For much of next week, we're back into the teens and 20s with more lake effect snow showers. Tom's, back to you.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Let's go back.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Just about 11:11 on your late Thursday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking snow, some cold weather, and at times some slippery travel as we go through the next couple of days. Let's first take a live look at downtown Utica, where we're dealing with snow showers in the vicinity. Currently 12 degrees, and because of the low clouds and those snow showers, visibility is limited to 3 miles. However, with a westerly wind at 15, it already feels like -4. So you're definitely going to want to bundle up tonight and into tomorrow morning and through most of the day tomorrow as well. And not only you, but also make sure you are taking care of your pets as well. From the valley on toward the south, we've got temperatures running into the lower and middle teens right now, but up toward the north, we've got some middle and upper single digits out there, but with that wind, it feels like it's below zero already there. And unfortunately, temperatures don't make much of a recovery tomorrow. With the westerly wind, we'll only see temperatures making their way up to the teens up toward the north, maybe low to mid 20s down toward the south. And that, you guessed it, is a full 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of year. And with that wind, it'll only feel like it's around 9 to 19 degrees above zero after starting the day below zero. So we've got some snow from the central and western sections of our viewing area. Some of it is coming down at a moderate clip right now, especially over portions of Oneida County into Madison, up into Lewis County as well. And that'll continue to pinwheel its way off toward the east. The reason for it is because of an area of low pressure that's moving up through the Canadian province of Quebec right now, and the flow around it is counterclockwise. So it's coming in from the northwest back toward the west, though. We do have another area of low pressure, and this energy will be moving our way as we head through tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, and through most of the day on Saturday as well. At least Saturday is looking a little bit milder. But because of the continued snow squalls, some lake effect snow, and some strong winds, we do have a winter weather advisory that continues through 1 p.m. tomorrow for Madison and Oneida counties in that purple color. I'll have the additional accumulation map coming up for you in just a second along with Futurecast. But For most of the area, all in all, tomorrow, we're not talking about a huge travel impact. It'll just be cold, and we still can't rule out a spotty or isolated snow shower. The worst day for travel looks to be Saturday, especially during the afternoon, and then some snow showers for both Sunday and Monday are possible. Now turning our attention over to Futurecast, and that shows us the westerly wind as well as the clouds. It's a little bit underdone on the snow because of the west-northwesterly wind and Lake Ontario being right there. It looks like that chance could continue into the day tomorrow, but regardless, we will see a lot of clouds and temperatures only making their way into the 20s. But as I mentioned, it'll feel like it's the teens for most of the day, so you'll definitely want to be prepared for that and make sure you have a way to stay warm not only tomorrow, but also for the next couple of days as well. And then by 7, 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow evening, we do introduce that chance for some more snow showers. So between now and 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, most of us dealing with a coating to maybe an inch or two, and then we'll pick this up on our Saturday. And it looks like we will see a couple of more inches of additional accumulation as we head through, especially the late morning into the afternoon. And it looks like from 7 a.m. Friday through 7 a.m. on Saturday, most of us seeing another coating into 2, maybe 4 inches in a couple of locations on top of that next system that moves in on Saturday. But as I mentioned, by then, it's a little bit milder in the 30s, struggling to get out of the teens and 20s for most of next week. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you.